Hey there, you. Come on over here and check out this card reading. I'm a psychic clairvoyant. I'm going to give you a message that's going to be spiritually helpful for you right here, right now, today. You can take this information, you can use it for your highest good. That's what we want to tell ourselves when we go about our day. We want to say, okay, the world's not happening against me. Ooh, people are not against me. We want to tell ourselves an intention like that is for our highest good, like people are for me. People are here to help me. Information's here to help me along my day. For my best, highest good. Remember, things are happening for us, not to us. And if we would just set this intention or this attitude, or if we'd put on this type of a mental pair of glasses and approach our day that way, then we're going to notice the patterns reflected back of things that are happening for us. For us. For us. Now look at this. When we look at this thing right here, we see that it's the maturity card. Maturity card is showing that the woman has put on that lens. Look at that chakra lens. And we just call it chakras because that's a spiritual term. The different colors that represent the invisible part of us, that spirit. You know it as the observer, the witness that's in you looking through your eyeballs. You know, that part of you that no one else can go to, that imagination space or that awareness place. Ooh, the third eye place, whatever you want to call it. We are all an awareness living inside of a personal world. And you can see this represents that. That's what it means to be a mature human being and spiritual being combined. You can see she's got her lens of looking at life through these variety of colors. So she's not looking at the world as good or bad happening against her. She's looking at it all happening for her. All happening for her. Whoops, got a phone call there. Got to get rid of that in order to finish this video. It's all happening for her. Ooh, that phone call was happening for me. It gave me a chance to feel the emotional disturbance of the interruption, but then to handle it in a way that was, I don't know, just fine. So look, here she is looking at the world for her single eye, that one eye, right? That single eye means that, well, we hear it in the Bible, when your eye be single, your whole body's filled with light. And you can see that she's got her light body on, and when the light comes into the world and passes through like a crystal or a prism, it shows that rainbow. Ooh, you know, we see it when we have something like this and the sun hits it. You know, it'll show like a rainbow of colors happen. That's really what's going on here. So maturity means knowing that you are a spiritual identity, having a human experience, and keeping your eye focused on the single idea that things are not against you, but instead everything is for you, and that things really are a variety of experiences. They're not good or bad so much. Of course they are. You know, stealing's bad, working's good for money when it comes to money. But we're not going to look at it so much only that way. We're going to put a different conception on. And a conception's not right or wrong, true or false. Conceptions or concepts are just ways of viewing the world and our situations. When we put on a concept like my eye is single and focusing on how it's just a rainbow of light or a rainbow of a positive thing happening, and we're going to see that each different event is just a blue, a red, a yellow, a green. They're just different experiences. So whether they are positive or negative, we're going to set that down a little bit. And when we get into this realm of really the higher self or the spiritual self throughout our day, and we think about how things are just a variety, not an opposition. They're a variety of experiences. So, you know, if you get a bill in the mail, it sucks, right? But it doesn't have to have all that emotional weight to it. It could just be a variety of an experience. It could be a little green. I guess it's a little negative green, huh? But not really. It's just a little green happening. But look at the absolute good of it all. Hey, somebody wrote me a letter. Ooh, hey, I got mail. Ooh, someone's thinking about me. That's kind of nice. So you want to take the positive spin on it, if you will, or look at how it's happening for you. Then we're going to build off of those ideas. So it's not just like, oh, I hate having to spend my money on a bill. If we program our life like that, if we use that concept, then we're going to be in the good bad land. We're going to feel like crap most of the time. So you want to generate energy even from that bill. Hey, I'm responsible. I'm paying my bill. Ooh, that's a big self-esteem builder. That is a maturity way of handling the world and the circumstances. The other thing we see in this card here is that the things that she ponders on up in her mindset gets trickled down as flowers in her personal world. And that's what we're talking about. We take on the idea, the single eye, the third idea, concept, that the world's happening for us, then we're able to interpret our reality in a way that's going to be uplifting. It's going to bring us something nice. We want to be able to see the world not happening to us, but something that's our friend, something that, ooh, looks a little shitty. Did you say that word in this video? It looks a little poopy. There's nothing wrong with that word. We all go poop. Ooh, are you really talking about pooping in this video? I guess so. Nothing wrong with that. It's part of the variety of the things that we could say, right? And the variety of things we do each day. Sometimes we'll poop. Now look, if we're able to look at these things in the world as an absolute good or some kind of absolute good we can pull from it, then we're going to build flowers. We're not going to build weeds. We're going to put flowers in our life that are going to grow, and they're going to strengthen and empower us so that we can feel just a little bit above and outside the world, like they show her face up here in this nice little serenity bubble of variety of chakra colored rainbow. We're going to be a little bit safe in this little bubble so that when people are all mean to us or people are all like giving us bad news, we're not going to feel it so hard. We're not going to feel it so personally, because we're going to have this other identity, this mature identity, this born a second time identity. We're born in spirit. First, we're born of our mom and dad. The world tells us what everything means. And then they tell us that some things are good and some things are bad. Then all of a sudden we were like, oh no, I live in a world of good or bad. I don't even know if it's going to be good or bad. Oh no, is this video good or bad? Uh-oh. We're living in a world of doubt. We can't be safe here. We have to grow up and go up to that higher self, that space within, that place where it's a variety of experiences. Variety, not opposition, not duality. So that's what we're talking about right now. Let's take another card and see what we get out of this reading. And you can take this information along the way of your day. That means that in a relationship, if people are talking to you, if they're not really happy right in the moment and their energy feels a little blah, we don't have to react and take it personally. We can pause and breathe, take a breath, and remember that we are a spiritual entity. We're safe from the world of good and bad. We know that we're going to be that elusive priestess. What does that mean? The elusive priestess. That means we are like this fire, born of fire, not of water. The Bible says it like that. Not to quote the Bible. It's not a bad thing to say the words. But look, we are born now in spirit, born of this fire. Fire of what? Fire of living in a black and white world, a good and bad world, a double power world. Ooh, that sucks. Power against us or power for us, we're abandoning that. And we're going to be getting up to that place because of the fire, the hell, the heat of it in day-to-day life. Someone could look at me and say, Brian, you're ugly. You don't got any hair on your head. Bald people are ugly. Ooh. Well, if I took that personally, it would cause hellfire on me. I'd burn up. My self-esteem would be all like, oh, I'm a loser. I don't have any hair. Ooh, literally a loser because I lost my hair. That's funny. But I'm not taking it personally. Why? Because I've gone up into that place where I know my identity as a spirit, having a human experience. So myself can take all those little digs and dings. But my spirit, who I really am, does not care and can laugh and make fun of my hairlessness. My need to have a hairdryer in my house is only here because in the winter, I like to put it on their blankets and warm up. Me and my son used to do that when he was little because it was chilly. We'd warm our feet up with the hairdryer. Ooh, hairdryer is more than just drying your hair. And I like that because when we look at things in new ways, the things we look at change. And that brings renewal, and that brings this new type of identity, this identity up here, which is all this green. Look at all the green in her hair. That's the green heart chakra, meaning that's our spiritual being. Again, she's able to handle the fire of day-to-day life. She's the elusive priestess, meaning that she is elusive to the world. She's elusive, meaning what? She's loose, meaning that she can handle the world as it comes at her. Like a tree, she can bend, she doesn't break. And she's elusive, lucid meaning like a lucid dream. She's wide awake, dreaming wide awake, lucid. Her consciousness, her awareness, her spirit is who she is, 51%. And her other identity as a mortal self in the world of day-to-day life, in the city she lives in the job she has, in the little interactions, in the relationships that she's a part of, in her little world of the self, just like mine. What's my world of the self got? I'm a runner, so I'm going running. I'll go after this. I pick my son up from crew. He does the rowing. What? I'll bring him to my ex-wife's house. What? Yeah. So I have a relationship. I got an ex-wife. Got communications there. Got a lot of different communication processes going on. A lot of those circumstances going on that could be good or bad. Could be good or bad. Could go left or right. Could go south. But I'm not worried about that because I live up here in this wide-eyed, dream wide awake space where I'm safe from the day-to-day ups and downs of day-to-day life. So let's take one more card to end this reading. What is it going to be? We know that we are a spiritual being. We know we have to be mature. When we say mature, what we really mean is we're going to look at the world through the lens of a single eye, through a variety, not an opposition only. Don't get me wrong. Running across the street when a car's coming is bad. And waiting on the side of the road till the car passes is good, right? Stealing money's bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. In the world, there's good and bad. But we want to live just outside the world while our feet are walking around in it. We want to have that spiritual identity, that spiritual awakened state of being. If you need help with that, I'm a spiritual awakening professional facilitator. I can facilitate that in a professional way, one-on-one or in groups. There's no reason why you need to wait. There's no reason why you have to have another day where you're not sure if it's going to be safe for you. It won't be. Just meaning that anything could be positive or negative in the world. So there's no real reliance or safety there. We want to get out of that. We want to go to this place, this forever present place, the moment of the now. When we live in the past, we're really dealing with past associations or past hurts or past successes, and they're just not real. They're not real because they're not present in the moment. We want to be forever present in the here and now so that we can be lifted up with our wings, their blue wings and their green wings, and I'll tell you why. Lifted up above the world just slightly when we stay in the present moment. See, right now, I'm not worried about my hair. I'm not worried about picking my son up and if I'll be on time or if he'll be there. Or, I'm not worried about what happens when I drop him off at my ex's. Will she come out and talk to me or will she just, let things go smooth? Oh, whatever. I'm not worried about any of that because I'm in the present moment where none of that exists. And in those moments, it's all going to be fine. I'll go up here into my conscious place and say, the world is here and it's happening for me, not against me, not to me. And so my son will be there. It'll go smooth. We'll have a good time on the ride to his other house. And what? My wife will be all good and normal and happy that I brought him there safe and sound. And we will have pleasant experiences in those moments. But right now, what? I'm in the moment making the video and I'm talking about how we get lifted up when we stay in the present. When we tell ourselves that story, things are happening for us, not against us. Then we start seeing those patterns of what is good for us and the joy comes out of us naturally. We rise above the day-to-day life where there might be some ouchies that are unpredictable, that do come up at times. Ooh, we're able to weather the storms. As that tree, again, that is strong, there's the heart. Isn't that lovely? And you can see the little star right here. That's right there in our throat, that star. We are speaking from the stars when we are up, up, up and outside of the world slightly, head in the clouds and feet on the ground. So be sure to know who you are. Be sure to make up your mind. Decide to be more than a mortal being. Decide to be kind of a little bit of an alien kind, meaning, not weird, just meaning that we are alien as a spirit, as a spiritual being. We look a little different. Look at that selfie of you and me. In the present moment, we are an awareness, a consciousness that is just slightly outside of the world, but still in it. Not to quote the Bible again, but why not? Jesus said, yo, Father, I'm paraphrasing, I know. He said, hey, I'm not asking that you take people like Brian and everyone else out of the world. Don't take them out of the day-to-day life. I'm just asking that they could be where we are, up here in this new space, this variety place, this Christed place, he said, where it is a holy spiritual place where we are an awareness, a consciousness, where everything is just a variety of good. And that way we are not feeling condemned or being afraid, and we don't have to worry or run away from things. We don't have to fight or flight. Instead, we can tell a new story. We know our words go out, and then they come back and reflected, just like those flowers. Where'd that card go? Just like those flowers we saw on the first card that then grow in our personal circumstances in our life. So stay present in the moment. Make sure you tell yourself a story that things are happening for you, not against you. Then you'll start seeing evidence of how that's true. Feel free to work with me one-on-one. Just reach out to me. My website is brightblueyou.com, brightblueyou.com. Let's go ahead and keep that light shining bright and make sure that your spiritual identity is on at least 51% of the time. And if it's not, you definitely want to have that change happen. X marks the spot. That's like a crossover from mortal land into a little bit of that spiritualville. Live in spiritualville. And look, you get a bird's eye view of the world now. Look at that. The world's so far away. You're way up high above it. That whirlwind of that variety of experiences instead of good versus bad, like you see there. So we're not just living in the world. We're also living just slightly outside of it. And we're going back in and doing day-to-day life from a place that is safe, protected, wonderful. And that means our energy is just like the kind that you hear in my voice. You know that I'm on something. Ooh, what is it? It's called spiritual identity. I'm on my spiritual identity. My dopamine's flowing well. I've got nothing but positive things to consider that are on their way. I got a future that's bright and a past that I can accept and really love and thank for bringing me to where I am right here in this current state of change that never really ends as our personal selves continue to gain new emotional experiences, new interactions with people, and new hopes and dreams that are materialized. So enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy this card reading. Remember, cards are not good or bad. They're just a variety of ways to look at the world. They're just new ideas to be able to put on like a lens to view the world. And you want to pick the best, highest intentions you can so that you're going to see those things and embody those things and feel the energy of those things. Take care, have fun, reach out to me if you want to do some readings or one-on-one work. Brian Nesline, spiritual consultant, psychic clairvoyant. I'm here to help on this coaching aspect of life. Take care, have fun, I'll see you again. Goodbye.